you mind telling me what what a sports official is and what they do?
So I started out at CIF, which is California Interscholastic Federation, and I was trained for high school basketball, and I've been doing that for about 20 years. About 6 years ago, I decided to go to the next level, and I started just going to a lot of camps prior to that. And each year we have to be retrained and recertified. So we have to go to class for our high school officiating, because there's a different set of rules, and also for our college officiating. There's also a different set of rules. And there's also, when you get to college, they split them up: the men's leagues and then the women's leagues. And so I went on the women's side. And what's the next question?
How extensive was your schooling and how much education do you need?
For high school, it only costs you your membership fees.
As far as college, it would just be like general ed, or could you go automatically from high school?
To college?
To become a sports official.
In college? Mm-hmm. You have to get picked up by the assigners. Okay. So you have to go to camps. You have to invest the time and the effort. You can't just jump in there and say, okay, I want to be an official. And they're not going to hire you. They're not going to even look at you unless you go to camps.
Do you official the same teams, or are they randomly selected?
They're pretty randomly selected. For high school, I belong. It depends on the unit that you belong to.
So you never usually do like the same basketball team. Usually, whatever gets picked for you.
Yes, I don't pick the games.
Okay.
They're picked for me by an assigner.
Okay.
Depending on the level of officiating. We have a rating system from 1 to 5, 5 being the lowest, 1 being the best. And depending on your rating, you're chosen to work.
So as far as rating and stuff, what if you make a bad call during a game?
We all make bad calls. We all. It's like kind of like the joke that I tell players or coaches. I don't get mad at you for missing your shots, do I? So it's all part of the game. That's the reason we do so much training, so that we can give the game what it deserves.
Right.
To be a good official, you have to be in good shape. You have to be trained. You have to be mentally focused, and a lot of it is positioning yourself on the court and anticipating a lot of the plays so that you're in a good window to make the call. You don't just there's so much to the game.
What happens if you make a bad call?
What happens if you make a bad call? You just suck it up. You don't. I can get away with telling a coach, yeah, I missed that one, coach, or I'll try to get a better look next time, or but a lot of times I can be honest and say, yeah, I kicked that. I'll try to do a better job next time. I can only do that once, maybe twice a game, but
yeah.
Otherwise, maybe I need to find something else to do with my time.
Suspended? Is that possible?
That's absolutely. When, especially when you're in the upper levels, when you're working Division 2 or 1, you're expected to have, especially in Division 1, you're expected to have like a 97% accurate.
Mm-hmm. And they usually have multiple referees there, correct?
3.
Higher. Okay.
In college, there's 3. In high school, there's usually 2, unless you're doing the upper levels and tournaments and stuff. Then you're working 3-person mechanics. When you get your assignments, you see who your partners are.
What are your typical hours of working as a sports official?
It's usually in the evenings. Say from maybe 4 till 9 o'clock. It's probably the hours.
And I know you told me that you worked a different job as well. So could you do a full-time with this, or
yes.
Do you just choose?
Most of us do have full-time jobs to supplement our income. Like I said, it's possible to do, but it takes its toll on your body after a period of time.
What is the potential income, and is there opportunity for an increase of income?
The potential income, of course, depends on your schedule. It's $73 per high school varsity game. And if I have a schedule of 60 games, 6 times 7, 42, is that $4,200? if you're doing the different levels of college, the college right now is for JC is 120. For Division 3, it's probably like 130, 140, depending on where you're at. Division 2 is like 175 to 250, and then Division 1, you're looking at around $2,000 per game. It's pretty crazy much. And if you have a full schedule doing Division 1, you're probably looking at $40,000-$50,000.
So you can make a living out of that.
You can make a living at that if you're doing Division 1 ball. You could probably give up your job and just do that year round. Now, if you're working in the WNBA or the NBA, then you have salaries that start at $300,000 to $750,000 as an official.
What are the benefits of this career? Like rewarding to yourself.
For me, it's the one time in my life where I have a semblance of control. And I don't mean that to sound flippant. What I mean is, and that's scratch that. That's coming from the joking me.
No, that's okay. I'm supposed to make this interesting.
But the truth of it is, no matter what's going on in my life, if I've had a bad day, a bad week, a bad month, I'm
you could
depressed,
yell at
whatever,
people.
and no. When I walk onto the court, nothing else seems to matter.
Okay.
It just brings peace to my life.
So it's the love of the sport.
I love the sport. So I can walk out there and everything else that's going on in my life, it just disappears.
If you had a chance to do it all over again, would you? And what would you change?
Oh, if I had the chance to do it, absolutely. I would start a lot earlier in age. I started officiating at 35. I'm a late bloomer. If I were to start at the age of 18, when you can first become certified, or even sooner, I would start my education then, be in physical condition. I would be preparing myself for Division 1. Because I started so late, the odds of me becoming a Division 1 official are next to none, to be realistic.
Would you say that it's a competitive career to get into?
It is in Southern California. For example, I could go from Southern California, if I wanted to move my family and go back east, I could be doing Division 1 ball right now. It's a different
But would it
atmosphere.
pay the same as it does here?
Yes.
Is there anything about this career that you would like people to know?
It's very exciting.
Very exciting.
Very exciting.